welcome to the B Team Podcast. I am your host, Josh Safran, with my co-host,
Matt Mars,
and our permanent guest,
Rob Nelson.
We're here every week to talk to you about all things Bentonville, bourbon, and business. The B Team Podcast. Be here. Welcome to the B Team Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Safran, along with my co-host,
Matt Mars,
and our permanent guest,
Rob Nelson.
We're here every week, every Thursday, talking about all things Bentonville, business, and bourbon. And today we have Barrett. We'll start with a B.
Yep.
From 20 to Scratch?
20 to Scratch.
And that is a very trendy, a new membership-based simulator golf club in Northwest Arkansas. We'll talk quite a bit about that today. You and I got to visit, and it was a super cool spot. Before we get into that, though, we have to have a drink. We have to have a pour.
Why didn't I get invited?
Well, you were at a Temo.
Oh, okay.
You were on your two-month boondoggle.
It was 3 months.
3-month boondoggle.
Every time you keep on just saying.
How long were you gone for? Tell the viewers.
I don't know.
6 weeks.
No.
Where did we get?
6 weeks. That's down in my timeshare down in the Bahamas.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait. You were down there for 3 weeks.
Somewhat.
Then you flew back for
3 days.
3 days, and then you went back for...
Right. But I celebrated my anniversary. And then we did our normal spiel.
Feels like you're justifying the fact that you had a wonderful 6-week vacation, which...
It wasn't 6 weeks. It was like 4.
Which side of this camp are you on?
Oh, staying. I'm not getting into that.
That's smart, man. Smart, man. But we're happy to have you back.
Yes.
Because the show is not...
I'm glad to be back.
Not here.
Glad.
And we're going to teach you to play golf today. Not we, but Barrett.
I didn't miss any filming days.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
We filmed around you.
Yeah, exactly. My schedule.
Film around you. All right. So have you guys had this before?
Yeah.
All right, Evan Williams single.
I
They don't sell this in Arkansas, so when Evan went to Kentucky, she got a bottle for me, and I'm a big fan. It's quite tasty. We'll pour for our guests first, because I appreciate it. To get feedback, but we don't do that, right?
And then the co-host.
And then the host. and then Robbie.
It's good. Forget we were filming. I just flicked the mic. They're like two little brothers. They fight the whole time. All right. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Smells good. It's good.
Good. I like this quite a bit.
It's smooth.
I like it.
Yeah. And you and I don't normally like the same stuff.
But it's good.
This is tasty, right?
Yeah.
We just did a blind bourbon taste test last time we podcasted.
Okay.
And we were all shocked at the results. And so we found out quickly that Rob and I don't like the same things.
Which we kind of knew.
We did know that.
Yeah.
But there was ones that normally I thought I would like that you ended up liking,
Right.
and vice versa.
Yeah,
but for us to like something the same, that means...
Yeah, Matt and I were very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the same page.
Yeah. We like this too?
Huh? Yeah, it's good.
All right, so to the man, the myth, and the legend, the man of the hour.
I don't know about all that, but...
So I was introduced... Well, we kind of introduced mutually through Mike Dooley.
Yep.
He said, hey, you guys need to connect and meet each other. Mike was in a few episodes ago.
Yep.
We did all the charity fundraising stuff. And I got a chance to look at your Instagram page, which is on fire. And I'm like, we got to go see these guys. And so Matt and I are not golfers. We showed up last week. And it's the thumbprint access to get in, lockers, bays where you just hit golf balls, a meeting space upstairs with TVs. And I was like, this is the coolest place in town. If I was a golfer, I'd be here tomorrow. And I'm watching people just walk in. Like, it's such a cool shop. Like, where did the idea come from?
To be honest, a couple of bottles of red wine. And
Those are always...
No, you know, I coached Division I golf for 15 years. I played the U of A, and in between instructing on the PGA Tour and college golf, recruiting, tournaments, I was traveling about 200 days out of the year. And I got a wife and a couple young kids, boy and girl, and I was just missing too much stuff. And I know golf, and so I resigned in 2023, and I'll be honest, I didn't really have any idea what I was going to do, but I know that golf is what I know and been good at, and just kind of started poking around, looking at commercial spaces, and I knew I was going to do golf instruction, and then obviously golf simulators have been kind of booming, if anybody's really paid attention, in the country, so I was just like, well, why don't we just combine them? Yeah, it's a little different model than some. There's some other places that are just open to the public, but I want more of an intimate setting. I want a club, a membership, a community that you come in like this is your place, and I don't have to worry about the bays being overbooked. And it's funny, majority of my clients are members. So yes, they get lessons, but I got guys coming in there and women coming in there, hitting golf balls. I still work with them, and I just love to grow the game. I love to teach. I love to coach, and this is what I've always done.
Well, the coolest thing is as soon as we walked in, you see the lockers and the members and the exclusivity. But you said, hey, if you want to come play golf at 2 a.m, right, just put your thumbprint.
Yeah,
and just it's your place. And I could just imagine people say, what am I supposed to be doing now? I want to hang out late at night and just pop in and hit some golf balls on the simulator. That's like 24/7 access.
Yeah, it's open 24/7 if you're a member. You can get online, book your reservation, book your bay, come in. You have access to it. It's fun. I have a couple of doctors that are members, and that's where they hang out when they're waiting for their call. So, it's a good opportunity for people to work on their game. And I've had some people, you're open during the summer and it's golf season. I understand that, but it's also about to be 100 degrees outside.
Literally.
Yeah. It's about to be really hot.
And it's nice.
Right. And, I know what's going to happen. It's probably going to get busier as, winter comes in and time change, but probably going to be full. So it gives you opportunity to work on your game. Plus, if you look at our area and community, we've had so many people move in here since COVID. Like, our place is just grown like crazy, and there's not enough golf courses. There's not really a range in town. You have the first tee, and but other than that, everything's pretty private. So a lot of people don't have a place to go practice and actually work on their game.
Now, you came with me the other day, right? Mm-hmm. And you had no idea what you were walking into because I didn't give you a whole map. So you walk in and you thought what?
Let's just be clear. You're normally a lefty, right? So you're already starting out. That was pretty good.
Off in the rough out there. Well, I couldn't believe how big the space is.
Yep.
I love the location because if you're someone that, like you said, that doesn't want, to be in the spotlight, like it's like the location gets close to everything, but it's like you would never know that it's there.
Sure, right?
And you go in there and it's like, like all neat, like you have a little bar in there, and then you have the 3 stalls, and then you can go upstairs. I don't know. It was huge in there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I never would have thought on the outside that was you would walk into that.
Sure.
It's almost like that speakeasy vibe where you're seeing everything on the outside. You're like, oh, it's just another supplier place, right? It's another spot that says to Walmart, and you walk, you go, whoa,
and that's what you think, and you walk in there, and you're like, wow.
I'm not a golfer. Everything is wrong. Everything's wrong. So, bad stance, right?
Well, he's a tennis guy trying to play golf.
Yes.
That's the problem.
This is terrible.
Oh, you hit it.
I hit it, and I got it 50 yards.
It's perfectly straight.
Beautiful. Straight.
So I don't know. I think you probably get a lot of really good golfers that go there because it's kind of an exclusive, like off the beaten path, but not place. It's awesome. And like I say, I wish I was a good golfer. I'm not, but if I get into golfing, that's right where I need to start instead of going out on the course.
We're gonna find out if Rob's a good golfer a little later. We're gonna see.
Rob's definitely not a good golfer.
Well, we're gonna see. When you lived in Hawaii, I mean, how could you not have played any golf there?
I just never really took up the sport. Not saying that I couldn't or I don't want to.
But I've seen you pickleball in the same room, and
the pickleball is a different.
But you're a natural.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you'll pick up golf pretty quick.
Maybe. I think we'll find out.
We will find out.
One more hobby.
That you have time for.
That I don't have time for.
So how many members do you want to have there?
I mean, I know the math. It's going to be a pretty small membership. To me, it's all about member experience, right?
Yeah.
Or experience, and I don't want the base to be overcrowded. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest, I want it to be private. I want it to be part of a club and community. So it's going to be a small membership. I don't want it to be overcrowded. So, there's a lot of places to do memberships, and then you buy a membership, and it's hard to get in.
Yeah, that was why,
figured time frame. So I know the numbers. It's going to be pretty small. And just to make sure that the experience for everybody is
It's not to mention they get access to you if you are a member. I'm sure that works out better.
Sure.
So.
And when you say there's like lockers and all that, and there's like lockers to keep your clubs or like bourbon.
Yeah, it's more.
Whatever.
Most members keep their beverages in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and golf shoes, golf gloves,
Sweet.
and stuff. So
Love it.
Well, that was one of the things I was most impressed with. I was very impressed with from the beginning as soon as I walked in and I'm talking to you and your business model. And what I liked about it was some people get very caught up in if I have 6,000 members, I'm going to make a lot more money. And you right away said, I know what it takes to break even. I know what it takes to be profitable. But I want to make sure that it's exclusive enough that I get the right people as members and not looking for a higher number of members. And that to me showed that you're pretty savvy for what's going on in this community. Like you're trying to put the right people in there as opposed to just chasing money.
sure. Yeah, I want the right members. I want members that want to get better at golf and are obviously going to use it and use it a lot.
Have a passion.
Yeah, have a passion for
Yeah.
it.
But what impressed me was you said you came off the road, which I get it. Traveling's tough in 2023, right?
Yeah.
And we're only halfway through 2024, and you're already up and running.
Yeah, I started working on these. Yeah. I mean, it took me.
To me, that was impressive. I was like, "Whoa, this guy really has his stuff together."
Well, I don't know about all that, but I mean, it took me about 9 months to get the full business model. Business models evolved, right?
Sure.
Like it started completely something different and kind of evolved what it is now. Yeah, I mean, I was just traveling. I think my last year of travel, I traveled like 223 days, something like that. In between instruction and tour and college golf, I played 13 to 14 tournaments a year. Plus, it was just too much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of threw it together pretty quick.
You're a very difficult landlord, too, you were telling me.
You know, he didn't give me the friends and family discount. It's my dad who's the builder. It's my dad. Like, I got really, well, I'll be honest. I mean, you guys know real estate around here. It's difficult to find a spot right now.
Right.
And it's difficult to find a spot that make the numbers work.
Sure.
It just happened, I guess it was in September, that the people that were, and but leasing out my dad's other spot decided they were done. They were a liquor distributor and they hadn't been there since COVID, and they're finally like, I don't think we need the space anymore. And perfect. It worked out for me. And so I thought I'd get a little bigger discount from my dad. But
Can you see this negotiation like over a steak dinner? Dad, you want access to the grandkids? Like, I need some more
he wants more access to the golf lessons. I'll be honest, I'm not charging him enough for his membership and golf package. He's going to, if you can't find my dad and he's your dentist, you might want to come next door because he's probably hitting golf balls in the tin. That's where he's at. I have cameras everywhere, 24/7, obviously. So I have some videos of him hitting golf balls in his lab coat. He slided a small bucket in between patients. So he's in there. You can find him there.
He's so excited though.
Oh my goodness!
And he gets to see you all the time.
He does. You're right.
Yeah.
He slides over there just to come say hi all the time. But
So for the viewers that are kind of out there listening to this or watching this right now, obviously limited membership, but there is still a little bit of room if someone wants to come and check out the place and sign
absolutely.
up.
Obviously I just opened the doors, I guess, about 5.5, 6 weeks ago.
Right.
That's amazing.
I want people to come in and experience it. I'm going to have an event coming up in the next couple of weeks where I'm going to let it open to basically anybody wants to come out, test the monitors and see what it's all about. Because a lot of people just think that it's just the driving range, and I have club data. So you can see actually what's happening with your golf swing. But you can play up to 500 golf courses on my software.
It looks cool.
And it's pretty cool.
And we'll pop your website up for the viewers and all.
Oh, yeah. We're going to show the video of Matt and I hitting some golf balls the other day. We're going to show a little bit of the tour. I mean, it's a cool spot because there are other simulator-based golf bays, right? This is not a novelty. I'd like get out the first person to do it. But what you have is very different and unique as far as an exclusive membership-based experience, right? You can go hit golf balls in a bay in simulator, many different places. But I think what you have is very perfect for this community.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I think so too. It's the simulator bays and the instruction piece too. There's not a lot of that. So if you are a member, you have access to me, and I think I do pretty good at it.
Well, but like we just talked about the Jets place recently, and we're going to do some work together, I think. But the people are coming into the member lounge without a haircut, and they're hanging out.
Right.
Like I imagine your floor upstairs where you have the poker and the TVs.
Yeah.
guys may not even be hitting in the simulator that day. They may just be coming as a place to hang out, open their locker, and have a drink.
Yeah, it actually, that's very true. I've had some people that's come there, do business calls, shut the door upstairs, turn on the TVs, and have a drink, do their business calls, and I'll see you later.
There you go.
But it's their golf place, and that's the cool thing about it. I can go to my golf place and not hit golf balls, but just come hang out.
Yeah.
And they'll know you by name, vice versa. Welcome, what can I get you? And then they're proud to walk other people in there and go,
oh, yeah.
Because they're treated like a king when they walk in the door.
Sure. You know, we had the US Open last week. We had those up on the simulators. We had more people in there watching the US Open on the simulators, having cocktails and beers and stuff than actually hitting on actual simulators, which is fine. It's great. It's just it's a hangout place, a place to be a member, and
it's membership only.
Membership only.
Right.
But if you wanted to come in, like if Rob came in for his first time and said, "Hey, I want to just check it out and get a feel and introduce myself to you," you're not like sign a membership or come in and experience it.
You know, because I had a soft opening, but it's hard to get the actual experience of the simulators. And I obviously did a test run with some buddies, and I had 2 foursomes going. We played scrambles against each other and best ball, and that's more the experience and the camaraderie and
all that.
Talking a little trash and
In the air.
Well, and that's what's so cool.
That's my kind of
And I never even, until you just said that, I never even thought that's probably the main. You can go play golf with your buddies there.
It could be raining out. And
So at first I was just imagining it, you go there and practice and get.
No.
But like the bigger piece is, let's go play golf.
You're going to play 18 holes in there
at the finest courses in the world.
in the air conditioning on a rainy day. It could be snowing out.
But what's really cool about it, if you have the GS Pro software, so there's a lot of people who have simulators in their house now, in their garage, upstairs, whatever. If you have the GS Pro software, and I have it down there in my place, I can actually host a tournament, and we can all play against each other, and you can be in your house.
So it's like the video. It's like video games.
And I'm working on some things there, but yeah, there's some
cool.
But so like when they're playing the U.S. Open live last week, you could actually play it alongside them, correct?
No, we played it
right
12 times. We played Pioneers 12 times last week, I think. Some buddies.
So did you putt better than Rory at the end? Too soon to have that conversation? Too soon? That was terrible.
That's always going to be his downfall, wedges and putting.
Oh, did you guys see it? I mean, I'm not a big golf guy, but they were just roasting him. So he was up on the 16th, and he had a 3-foot putt.
He missed one of
16 and then 18, right?
18, yeah.
So he was winning. I mean, how much money he won in this tournament? Millions of dollars.
Oh, millions, yeah.
And so he was up by a stroke, and he lipped out a 3-foot putt. And then on 18, he missed another 3-foot putt to lose. I mean, that's...
And you guys rested.
You guys probably sinking the putts there, of course.
Yeah. That's how one of those were.
Yeah.
It
went on. It got worse.
Now, thinking about us who are not really good golfers, do you have to be a good golfer to be a member there? I mean, I know the answer is no, but like, am I going to embarrass myself if I walk in and I'm like, I'm a brand new player, but I have the money to come play there?
Absolutely not. No, that's why we have all the wall padding and everything else. No, absolutely not. That's why I call it a 20 to scratch. We talk about it's a handicap reference, right? If you're a 20 handicapper or above, and you're a scratch golfer, which means you shoot par or better, like everybody's welcome.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. We should rent out some bays.
Yeah.
Go play.
Well, yeah.
Get a membership. Well, you get a membership, and then Rob and I will come in. I'm
down.
Well, if he gets back from vacation, but
while he's gone, I'm going to get lessons and like we'll scratch you guys.
So if you're a member, you can bring guests, or how does that whole thing work?
yeah. So every membership, I allow one free guest. I have a lot of father sons that come in and husband and wives that come in, and then I have a flat rate fee for additional guests. It doesn't matter if you're there for 1 hour or 4 hours. It's just a flat rate fee. Because a lot of places that I've looked at a lot of business models when I was going through all this and trying to figure out what I was going to do. And a lot of places would charge per hour per guest. It racks up a lot. And just cost-wise. And to me, it's just, look, I get it. You have a membership. Like, you want to bring your buddies. You may want to bring your son, daughter, wife, or whatever. And I want to make that accessible where it just isn't eating at your pocket.
Do you have different levels of membership, and what do they range?
I do. So everything's a 12-month membership. I have 3 tiers. I have a $275 a month, which allows you 10 simulator hours per month. You get 1 free guest. You get, if you need additional simulator hours, it's $35 per hour. If you want to bring additional guests, it's $40 flat fee.
That's not bad. No.
And then I have a second tier, which is your Eagle membership. You get 15 hours per month. Basically, the fees just get a little bit cheaper. Plus, you get discounts on lesson packages with me. And then a premium membership, I give you 20 hours a month. You get a locker. You get 1 free lesson with me. And simulator hours and guest fees are cheaper as well. And plus, you get first choice to special events when we host tournaments or parties.
So you can't buy a locker.
It's an add-on. I'm allowing people to add it on.
So I can get the opening level membership and then do an add-on.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. We charge $50 a month for an add-on for a locker. So because I did it originally just for premium memberships, but I've had a couple other members like, hey, I need a locker. So
Yeah.
work it out.
Lockers are the way to go.
Lockers are the way to go. I'm doing a new home bar and putting lockers in there for all my friends
Yeah.
so they can bring their own booze.
There you go.
I should think about a membership.
Yeah, you should.
Make it a membership.
You should. You may not get anybody behind the locker, but you should think about it.
Yeah.
Anyways. But, I mean, this sounds like it's a golfer's dream.
It's super cool.
100%.
Like, it almost made me want to start playing golf. And the thing I don't like about golf, and you just mentioned it as well, is it's 4 hours of time. You're sweating. You're walking. You're trying to find balls. I lost 6 sleeves of balls because they're gonna you have none of that there. All of that is air conditioned, drink in hand. I could sit on the couch in between hitting balls. It's like a golfer's paradise.
And so how accurate, or is it really accurate?
It's extremely accurate. Yeah, I had, we were talking, Josh and I were talking earlier about John Daly II. He was in there and he had said he was flying at like 3:30. And it made me a little concerned because I've coached him for a long time. He's not overly long in college when he first started. He's gained a lot of distance, but it said he's flying at 3:30, and I recalibrated my simulator and make sure. But I just saw him, he's playing a Court Ferry event this week. He just flew one 3:57, so I think it's pretty accurate.
It's insane.
I've had a couple other buddies down in Dallas that kind of built a similar business model, and they kind of gave me the rundown on all the different simulators. You have TrackMan and Foresight and everything, but in my opinion, what I have in there, GC Hops with Foresight, is about as accurate as you can get for indoors.
And do you have to staff? I mean, I know that, again, if I show up at 2 a.m, I'm the only guy that's there, but what's staffing look like for you?
Yeah, right now it's just me. I have a couple other kids that need internships that are helping me, right? But, I give a training session for every member that comes in. We run through it 2 or 3 times. It's pretty autonomous.
So, you're here right now, you're not there, so it's technically open because as a member.
People in there hitting balls right now. Yeah. So, yeah, we run through the training sessions. It's pretty easy. You turn on the computer, the monitor, the projector, and the GC.
But there should be almost no overhead for you then if you have no salary except for your own.
My dad?
yeah, exactly.
Never a little overhead.
But now again,
He's trying to retire. His retirement age went down about 2 years when I moved in. But
now, I haven't been there yet, but you were saying there's even a bar in there or something. So that was it just like a self-serve bar?
It's BYOB, but I'll be honest, the membership has pretty much stocked it. I've had some members bring wine, whiskey, and give it to everybody.
Because you have a few bottles sitting out in the open.
Yeah, there's some.
Yeah, those are all member given.
Which is awesome because they're taking ownership of the place. Which
that was kind of the plan, right? Some people bring a 12-pack in with them and their buddy and they drink 6 beers and then leave the rest. And
what happens at Bar Nelson.
Yeah,
it's been a good model.
Now, I'm going to put you on the spot. So you said you were on the Pro Tour for a bit?
No.
You were coaching?
I coach.
I
instruct on the PGA Tour.
Okay, so you've been out on the road.
Yeah.
Any good stories that are PG-13 that would be fun to share with the viewers today? Anything that you're like, I can't believe when I see
Well, yeah. I had to think of one real quick. No, I got 2 stories from Matt. So I instructed Austin Cook, obviously through college, and he's been on tour for a while, and he's won on the PGA Tour. And when he won, he got an invitation to the Masters. They called me up and said, I need you here. we're gonna work on a golf game. I want you to experience it, man. It's like awesome. So I don't know if you know anything about the Masters, but it's hard to get in the pro shop, and everybody wants memorabilia. So I had a backpack full of cash, right, and got a rental car. Showed up at Austin's house. First year ever playing the Masters, it was a big party, a little bit, and they're celebrating.
A little bit.
And so, I get out of the car, and they got the wine, they're pouring me in glass, and I leave my backpack in the car.
Oh, boy.
I took my suitcase in, and we ended up having a couple glasses or bottles. And
Jason's
just talking all night. And so I go to bed. I wake up in the morning, and I walk outside, and his brother-in-law is pulling stuff out of the car. I go, hey, what are you doing with my rental car? He goes, this is my rental car. And that's what I got. He goes, no, this is mine. He hit the little pin. That's bad. My car's stolen.
Oh,
Got stolen. Stolen.
Where your backpack at?
Correct.
filled with cash.
Yeah. So I had to go buy a bunch of stuff at the local store. The apparel wasn't great that I could find at that time. I don't know if you ever been to Augusta. So anyways, we go out there, go to the range, and Austin's got to do interviews. And so you can go back, if you're an instructor, you can go back in the player caddy instructor room. And I've met a lot of guys on tour, a lot of professionals, but I'm sitting down at this table, and then Rory, Dustin Johnson, Ricky Fowler, and Jason Day all sit down at my table. May have been one of the only times I've been kind of start. I had nothing to bring to the conversation. They're all talking, and I'm just sitting there like, what's up, guys?
That's
But
cool. That is cool.
it was a cool experience.
You ever find your rental car?
Yeah, they found it 24 hours later.
It's backpack still on it.
No.
It was probably ported.
And it was destroyed. Yeah. It wasn't in good shape. So that was fun.
Yeah. That's an interesting. That's a fun story.
No, wasn't that fun?
Yeah. Well, so you said backpack full of cash. I go, this is not going to end well.
Yeah. I probably should have taken that in with me.
You think? That's great. Why don't you put your bourbon now? Let's see if we can get a couple of golf lessons.
Jen,
What do you
Well,
think?
let's see what you got.
Let me. Am I swinging, putting? What am I doing? Probably can't swing.
Let's just see you set up and see how that goes.
No. Oh.
Because we can probably
So
do
I'm
a lot
not
of
hitting
work.
the ball.
Well, we don't have a ball, and we're inside, so I think he wants to see your stats, which
Yeah, we got to see the stance and
You've never gripped a golf club?
like once or twice.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the
grand splash.
You have your pad right here, right?
Okay.
Left hand. I want that thumb straight down the shaft. See how I make a V?
Okay.
You got your right hand, you have a lifeline.
Yep.
Okay? We're going to put that lifeline right over our thumb. Now both of my V's are pointing the same direction. All right, we're going to start there.
Rob, how's your V pointing?
Yeah, ask Emily.
But there you go.
Yeah.
Lifeline. Right on that thumb.
It is.
Green eye at it.
Well, you have a firm grip on that shaft. Oh, yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. Since we can't swing in here,
Right.
I'm going to show you the most important part of the golf swing.
Okay.
For you how to figure out how to get there, you're going to have to come see me.
Yeah.
So,
Nice. Always be safe.
okay. So, did you play basketball?
No.
Okay. You ever sit in a bar stool?
Yep.
Okay, perfect, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to stand up straight.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to pretend that you're going to sit down into a bar stool. You're going to put your butt. That'll work.
Whoa.
A little less than that. And then bend over at your waist. Okay. That'll work.
Look at that.
Club now.
Yeah.
That's the best gas right now.
Okay.
That'd be the best.
So,
I wish I did.
the most important part of golf and the golf swing is impact.
Yeah.
Okay. What professional golfers do, and really good ball strikers, is the impact. They have their hands ahead of the golf ball, their left wrist is flat. Okay. Now I need you to turn into your left hip. Turn like this. Square you up both with your shoulders. But turning this, turn.
Rob, you look like a golfer now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
That's it. You lean the shaft. You get that left wrist flat. Because now we have club face control. That's it.
That's it.
Now, figure out how to get there. It's going to
Yeah.
be a lot of hours with me.
Right.
Barrett, I will tell you, in the 30 seconds that you did this with him, like he went from a horrifically bad, not good-looking golf stance to like this is workable. Like that's good.
Yeah. Well, if you could make it happen with me, you can make it happen with anyone. That's for sure.
Okay, we can make it happen.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, again, you haven't seen my dad swing a golf club.
Rob, you did a good
Yeah,
job.
that was what I was going to ask you now. Is your dad good at golf just because he's got the best
So,
instructor?
my dad was in the Navy. His first golf course he ever played was Torrey Pines, which is a historic golf course. But what they used to do is they used to get off the boat, Navy guys, grab some beers and go.
Yeah.
Want to play. And his golf swing looks like it. Looks like they drank a lot of beer when they started. So he loves the game. He's getting better because he gets about 3-4 lessons a week now off me.
It feels like you didn't do a good enough job negotiating the lease with
But
him.
the lease isn't signed, actually. So we're going back to the attorney's office apparently next week. So he may have a little bombshell coming towards him. So we'll see. See a little discount.
What do you think about the way? I mean, that was a big difference in just
Yeah, I mean, look, when you're working with a professional, it's easy. Trying to figure it out myself, good luck.
So is it almost better having someone that hasn't played at all for you? Or is it versus having to retrain everything that they do wrong?
That's a great question.
You know, when I started beginning golfers, we don't hit a lot of full shots. We start with chipping.
Okay.
And then pitching, and then half swings, and 3/4 swings. A lot of golfers want to come in and get one lesson and hit it like Tiger. It's not reality.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. If you put a left-handed golf club in my hands, and I tried to swing, I can't swing it like I swung. I'd feel very foreign. The movements, the alignments, they're awkward. Like, you have to learn that. It takes time. I mean, golf's hard.
Well, I mean, just standing up there, I think flexibility is probably pretty important as well. Too,
Yeah,
like being able to stretch and all that, because I felt it in my lower back.
Yeah.
Away.
Sure, you're right.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just saying you could feel like
He's probably tight from laying on the beach.
yeah, a little tight.
He's not used to like being in chairs and stuff. He's been
Well, as soon as you said, hey, you've been in a bar stool before, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Which one?
I think he was assume the position. Then he just sat going. He was sick of Rob saying no. So he's like, no. I got to get one yes out of him. Do you sit in bar chair? Yes. Oh, okay. So let's go back in when I.
That's if you're listening to your sweet spot.
I can play basketball. No.
Any sport.
Or the athletic. No.
Pickleball.
Sounds perfect. You had something for him without a doubt.
Yeah.
It was almost 4 or 5 questions in, but he finally got it.
Yeah.
I found it.
No, but golf is like, it's like any sport. You know, all of us, like you said, we all want to be a great golfer and we want to take one lesson. You want the same with playing a guitar or anything else. Like you have to put the time in.
Yeah, what's really hard about golf is you can be an incredibly hard worker, work 8 to 10 hours of your golf game. But if you're not practicing the right alignments or like the stuff that'll get you, you're just ingraining bad habits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I see it all the time. We've been members at Pinnacle Country Club since 1989, I think, right before it opened. And you see people go up in the golf course and in the range, and they hit a bunch of balls, and they're just practicing bad stuff, and they're just actually making it worse.
Yeah.
So in reality, if I'm a 120 golfer, and how long would it take me to get into the 80s or 90s? Like, give me a range, and how many hours of work? I guess how many hours of work would it need for
It's
me?
probably different for every person.
Right, that's crazy. It is. It's different for every person because some people just, I'll be honest, some people get it. Like they do. They do a lot of stuff in their golf swing and alignment-wise and what they need to do that they don't even realize they're doing. I mean, if you're a 120 shooter, we can get you to break 20 pretty quick. Probably 3 or 4 months. If you actually work on it. I mean, it's not anything crazy. Let's just say you worked on it 2 hours, 3 or 4 times a week. It's something like that. It's working on the right stuff. And a lot of people want to get on the range, but nobody wants to chip a putt.
And isn't that where you lose most of your?
Yeah, everybody.
your strokes?
That's everybody. The biggest difference between a college golfer and a professional golfer is it's not ball striking, but it's when you get a wedge in your hand, it's chipping, and they don't 3-putt. They make all their 5-footers, they don't 3-putt, and they get a wedge in their hand, they hit it close. The ball striking looks very similar.
So a decent golfer and good golfer should be good off the tee.
You have to drive it.
And it really doesn't, I mean, yes, it matters if it's 300 straight or 275.
You know, the game's changed. Like, everybody hits, thing is equipment, golf ball, everybody hits at 300 yards now. But yeah, you need to hit it far. That's just the way the game is now. Golf courses are getting longer because the ball's going so far. But if you really look at it, so you drive it good, and then from 150 yards and in on the men's side, you have to be great. But your 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 irons, that's not where you're making your money. But you get a wedge, chipping, putting, drive it. Usually in good shape.
So how is your mini golf game? Can you win at the mini golf? See, mini golf, I feel like I could hang.
This is my problem. I used to play not a lot of golf, but I used to play on the weekends every now and then. And if my swing's over about halfway up, it just gets too rowdy. So like I can't ever do a full swing, or it's gonna go
wherever it's gonna break someone's window out.
But I just never, you know how it is. Like whatever.
Do lessons?
Yeah, I never took
Just
lessons.
picked it up and
That's why I was asking if it's hard to retrain.
It's not. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's actually better to teach people that haven't had lessons.
Yeah.
Because they haven't got bad information. But,
Yeah.
you know.
But I mean, I think it's fun to go golf, but I'm at the stage where we get invited, you know, we always get invited to go play tournaments, and I don't go because I get frustrated, and then to me, it's not enjoyable.
Right.
But I think if, you know, just like anything, if you start out and you get lessons and learn how to do it the right way, then it's, you know, it would be a totally different experience than what I had.
Well, the other piece, too, is if you're playing 18, it's 4.5 hours. How long does it take to play 18 by you?
By myself, I mean, I can probably get done an hour and 10 minutes, hour.
So that's another piece, too. Like, we're super busy guys. So if I don't have, that's one of the other reasons I don't play golf is I just don't have 3.5, 4 hours to give. But I can go play 18 and a foursome and be done in 2 hours. 4.5 hours?
It's under 3. You're foursome, yeah.
I mean, in the air conditioning, like that's much more my speed.
Yeah.
I can see that for sure.
Yeah, much more my speed. But you look good over there with the club. I mean, I was impressed.
Yeah. I mean,
We should take a photo.
You never know.
Should take a photo of that.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Do you have any? So you have some cool events coming up. You got some membership based events and some.
You know, I'm working on it. I started out pretty lean, to be honest. I wanted to make sure that, look, lessons are my bread and butter. The membership is obviously an additional piece, and I'm been over 5.5, 6 weeks, so I'm making sure I got that function properly, and that's running smooth. And then we're gonna start putting some. Yeah, there's so many things I can do. I can do men's sign out, women's sign out, couple sign out. I can do.
Sky's the limit.
You can follow the tour around and play all the tour courses. I can do scrambles,
Bachelor parties.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice.
Well, I mean, fantasy football season's coming up, so that's a pretty cool place to have because you don't need the golf simulators. You can put your fantasy board up on the actual projection screens, and then you can play later. There's poker room upstairs.
How big are the screens?
They're big.
Yeah, they're big. They are. I'll tell you. I'm trying to think of the exact spec. I believe 11 by 15.
They're big.
That's a big screen,
and it's cool. Like it looks like you're there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But to me, I never really thought of it through like this because if I was a golf fan and I was going to watch the U.S. Open, I can come watch it at your place and play the course at the same time the pros are playing it.
Yeah,
like that to me is like it feels like you're almost like there. It feels like you're on the course.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we had quite a few people there. Right, 10, 12 people with my buddies, and we were playing and been gambling a little bit.
No gambling going on while I play.
It's gone.
Yeah.
That's why I had the live odds boards up on the TV.
What's been the biggest surprise in the first 6 weeks? I'm sure there's something you said, I wish I had done this differently, and I'm so pleased that I was surprised that this was a positive outcome.
You know what? The biggest surprise is I wish I would have got a bigger space.
That's a great problem to have.
I think it's going to be a good problem. But, you know, you and I spoke about this. I plan to scale it. And obviously, you remember at 20, especially in Northwest Arkansas, like, people from Rogers go to Fayetteville, Rogers, because of their jobs and stuff. So I plan on getting a space down in Fayetteville. So if you're a member at 20 to scratch, You can go to either facility.
That's great.
And I want to scale it beyond that. So if you're just a member, period, you can go to any of the facilities there, and go in, use your membership.
Smart.
Yeah, that's very smart. I mean, you got a good business mind. Did you major in business?
And marketing, but I don't remember very much. I'll be honest, my wife helped me through college a little bit.
Well, for you, this is more than just a business. It's like fun because
Well, it does feel like I go to work. I'll be honest. I mean, so I graduated college in 2008, and I went direct. I wasn't going to play professional golf. My dad patted me on the back, said, son, you had a hell of a run. Yeah, we had a lot of... golf's expensive, especially if you're playing professional golf. You rack up bills, you don't make money, and many tours are trying to break even. So I got directly into coaching at the University of Denver, and, I went straight from there to Arkansas for 13 years. I've never really felt like I worked a day in my life. I'm doing what I enjoy, and I love it.
You can't put a price.
No.
Most people would kill for that.
Yeah. It's been great.
Most people hate their jobs. And you guys get up every morning.
I mean, I get to go hang out. What's cool is that I hang out with so many different people every hour. I've had 23 lessons this week, and it's 23 people, new people, different personalities.
And you're home every night.
I'm 90 seconds from my doorstep. I got a couple members that drive their golf carts from Pinnacles too. Pretty funny. They rolled up that golf cart to it. So yeah,
You should get some golf parking out front of
I know, right?
Okay.
So no, it's been nice to be home every night. It's been nice to be able to go home, eat lunch, and let the dogs out, do all this.
Yeah.
So give us the Instagram page. Give us the Facebook page.
And it's at 20 to Scratch on Instagram, 20 to Scratch on Facebook.
Not the number.
Yeah, it's spelled out.
20 to Scratch.
20 and then 2 to Scratch.
And who's doing your social media? You doing it yourself?
I'm doing it myself right now.
Because when I heard about you, I went to your Instagram and the tour that you do, like the video tour where you're filming.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is awesome. Like, he did such a good job and made it very inviting. Because I'd heard about it and I've similar, and then I saw it. I was like, he did a good job. I mean, that's a really good video, and I've shared it with multiple people. Like, you got to go check this place out because this is a big golfers community.
Yeah, sure.
And right now, your only marketing is word of mouth, which is very inexpensive.
Right.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah,
Awesome.
It's so. Thank you for teaching Rob how to hit a golf ball.
we'll work on it.
We'll have to get him in.
We haven't seen the other one yet.
But I felt good. I
I mean, I didn't drop the club.
no, and you didn't swing and miss.
Correct.
Right?
Well, I didn't swing.
Well, so
Just
therefore you did
first
miss.
step was hold the club.
Therefore you
dropped
lost it. And we're going to put the videos of Matt and I. Now, Matt also said his, I don't have a lefty club and I'm hitting it righty. So he did that whole caveat. And he hit the ball pretty good for righty. That was impressive.
hit it
You actually said you hit it better righty than lefty.
Probably.
I think neither of us hit
My
the ball
brother
well.
plays. He's left-handed also, and he plays right-handed.
Neither of us hit it well.
Yeah. No. Who hit it?
I think I hit it like 120 yards, the longest.
I think if he was 120, I was 121.
Of course. Yeah. But no, like it's I can see it's one of those places, like your place that once you start going there, it's going to be, you know what I mean? It's just like,
It is, it's funny, like, because I've done the math about how many hours each member can use, but I'll tell you what, the members I have use it a lot, and it's all different hours. I got some guys that go in there from 10 to midnight, and, the other guys that show up at 5 a.m., but it gives you options because, especially when the time changes.
well, like a lot of people with their schedules you can't go golf, or you don't have time to make a tee time.
Yeah.
The time that you do is, it's busy or the weather's bad. I'm like, there's enough. The only problem is you not hitting there.
Yeah.
Not showing up.
But it's like what you said earlier. Probably by the end of the year, as the season kind of closes out, you're gonna be at capacity most likely.
And you could also tweak 6 weeks in. You could also tweak your price tiers, give more hours, give less hours, because you're just figuring out as you go.
I am.
I feel like it.
And it's going to revolve, right? So we'll kind of see how it keeps going and how many members and how much they're using it, and hopefully get a place open in Fayetteville too.
Awesome.
Well, we're excited to follow your growth. We'll definitely be back in. I know we're talking about doing some stuff over at the Gents Place.
Sure, I love it.
Very similar membership base, but super cool spot. I'm glad we had a chance to meet.
Yeah.
Thanks for teaching Rob how to hold the golf club.
Thanks for having me.
You did wonderful on the shaft.
Hey, it's a big long shot.
It sure is. I appreciate you guys having me.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Cheers.
that. Cheers.